recording. Keep your form straight. Shoulders, you bring it up to your ears. This is a lighter weight, trying to get warmed up. Usually I don't talk during my sets, but I think with this going live and everything, I gotta keep everyone somewhat entertained. I'll check in if anyone joins. I'll grab the camera, come over here, write my log. Oh boy, I'm turning the camera. 10, 25, 24, shrug, 135, and then log it in. Turn the radio down a little bit as I add some weight. So, I'm guessing, I don't know, I like to assume that most people know what I know. Shrugs, work the traps, kind of give you the big shoulders. If you watch wrestling in the 90s, Bill Goldberg, he was huge. I like to pyramid my way up. I'll go to usually about 315, and then I'll add some straps just so I can grab a little easier. All the way up. Got myself loose, feeling pretty good. I'll go over, go off camera, log it in. 225 for 15. I'm hoping this live is going to keep me pretty honest with going forward. Keeping my rest in between pretty short. I don't know how well I'm going to do it talking during it because I'm already getting winded. Looks like let me check, see if anybody joined. Top Trains is here. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for joining. It's gonna be a quick workout, doing some shoulders. My way of training. 315. Gonna stick with the overhand grip. Wrapping my thumb around the bar. I kind of showed that wrong. Give me good strength to control it. Got 6 without the straps. I'm getting sweaty already. Out of breath. I'm guessing that's why there's not a whole lot of lives that I do. I'm gonna go log it in real quick. I put my straps in, these wrap around the bar, and they will help you grab the friction. Doing all right. Your local rail fan. Hey, how you doing, buddy? I got Friday off today from my regular day job. And I've been watching a lot of Corey's comedy channel. If you get a chance, check that out. He's been very, very supportive. Dixie Cuddles Fitness has been pretty good. I've been sharing my channel. Got me several viewers, people that subscribed. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. If you have, please like. Keep the comments. I appreciate it. I'm looking to do the 315. I'm trying to get my 10. I got my wraps. Basically, just by wrapping these around the bar, the friction of not wanting to unwrap when you got one already wrapped. It's already tough to do the next one. It really helps you control the weight. You can do a lot more weight. It's kind of a cheat. I like to do as much as I can without, just so it helps me build that grip strength. Not the cleanest, but there was 10. Instead of using the wraps, if you don't have these, you can also alternate your grip. And that'll work so the bar won't want to roll one way or the other. I like to do the grip one way and then switch it the other way for the second set. Make sure you get the same reps. Woo! So here we are, 315, got 10, kind of sloppy. I think I'm gonna go up to 405 just to get a couple out. Like I said, with triceps, I like to pyramid. Hey, take care, buddy. Thanks, Top Trains. Woo, winded pretty early. I need to start doing some cardio. I'm gonna head up to 405, pyramid my way up, do a couple sets, and then work my way down usually, and then I'll be going to shoulders, probably some fly movements, some shoulder presses. Let's see what we get here. I realize I got a pretty good setup here. If you're wondering, it's basically, at least here, I don't know where you're watching from, but I'm in Wisconsin. We've got a ranch style house with a full basement. And oftentimes the one side's partly finished or finished for entertaining or whatever. And the other side's kind of the utility area. And that's what I set up in, trying to keep my gym going. And I believe it's big enough for right now. I'd like to get bigger. But finding a good orientation for having everything set up is really important. And right now I'm not that organized. I do plan on working on cleaning it up. My car project took a lot of my space up, and I still got lots of things I need to get rid of. So here we go. Gonna go 405. Gonna go with the wraps. Do them both at once rather than one at a time. I know that seems to go a little bit easier. Now, if you watch, it's going to look like my head dips, and it quite frankly might. I try not to do that. I try to get my form solid, so I'm lifting with my legs, not bent over, not picking it up from here. Trying to pick it up straight with my back, and then shoulder it up to the ears as much as possible. So as you see, I believe my form, I'd have to watch it back, but I can't really see. My form wasn't as good as I'm going heavy. I'm probably going heavier than I should. I haven't really trained a whole lot lately. This does put, if you wrap them and you rely too much on the straps, puts a lot of stress on your wrists. I still am at the point where I can, for the most part, hold it. And the straps are just a little bit of a crutch, which is what I prefer. So I'm going to log that in. I'm going to catch my breath a little bit. I'll do 405 again, and then I'm going to work on just peeling the weight off and doing my sets. I'm going to get rid of this toothpick so I don't inhale it. Oh, so how's everyone doing today? I realize this isn't a plan, and I don't really have a huge following, so I don't know. It looks like I got 2 people. I'm guessing local rail fans still here. Top Trains look like they dipped out. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you like to see. If you like the lives, let me know if there's something you'd rather see. I'll try to work it in. Notice I didn't have my safety clip on there. You guys didn't tell me that. Obviously only one person's watching, so always safety first. One good thing about not having it on would be if I got in trouble, I could drop it and it could go off. But I do have the safety bars here that I use. They've saved me a lot of times. It's one of them things, if you don't have a spotter, make sure you got your safety bars. Talking ain't getting me into any breath anymore. So let's get at it one more time. Hands feel real greasy today. I don't know what I had for supper last night. I know I had some potato chips, which I really shouldn't, but here we go. Trying to keep my form, trying to keep my back straight so you don't put undue stress on the lumbar. One good thing about not being in a public gym, I can just set the weights off to the side. Nobody's gonna yell at me. Always put your weights back if you're in a public gym, especially. Even in your own gym. Makes it so much easier. Like I said, I'm gonna keep going. 315. I am gonna wrap this one, but when I drop down to 225, I will not wrap. Days like this, that cardio would have paid. Whew. All right, I dropped my wraps. 225. For those of you that train, when do you train traps? You do it with shoulders, you do it with back. I find that the back is a big muscle group. I like to train back and shoulders together sometimes. And sometimes I do traps and shoulders separate. It all depends on how I feel and what I'm training for at the time. How much time I have. 35. Woo. So what I'm gonna do, I'll grab the camera and I'll walk around while I'm putting my weights away. You have to look at my ugly mug. Woo. Try to catch my breath. I like to put my weights back in a fairly specific order. You're not getting motion sickness, are you? So anyways, like I was saying, I've got a few channels that have helped me out. Corey's comedy channel. I met him when I was on a training trip out in Las Vegas. He came to our table. He did some magic for us. Told some pretty good jokes. And he's been very inspirational, very helpful in helping build the channel. I've gotten A few shout outs from him, and definitely appreciate it. I believe a few people of his have followed. He's close to getting monetized, so if you get a chance, check him out. I should be pretty much fully rested by the time I put the weights away, but that's almost a workout in itself. So now, like I said, I like to put the weights away in a specific order. That way when I pull them off, I'm using the same ones. I can show you, let's see, right there. Light gray, black, and then the two dark grays. I come over here, and I've got it pretty much set up the same, just for the fact, that way you know they at least came out of the same factory, and they should be close to the same weight. I guess you never really know what the standards are from one place to another. So much for catching my breath, hey? Just pretend there's an earthquake. Pretend I'm in California, I guess, which probably isn't funny to people in California, so I'll just apologize now. Next exercise is going to be the dumbbell fly. I'm going to start with 20 pounds, get my feel set. You're basically just holding them out to the side. You're bringing your arms, just making a big T. That'll work your shoulders. Got my 20s. Keep your form good. Go out to about parallel. You should feel it in the shoulders pretty good. All right, so there's 10. Good warm up. I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna log it. Now, for the longest time, I didn't really train shoulders a whole lot. They get a good workout as a secondary muscle. A lot of times, guys do the same with abs. I don't have great abs. I don't train abs, and I don't do cardio enough. They're all very important. Abs, strong abs lead to a strong back. It's your core support. That if you're squatting, you're doing anything that needs that core support for balance. You're playing football, you're dancing, whatever you're doing. Strong abs, strong back, strong core, strong person. So I'm gonna go to the 25s. I know there's a couple ways. I'll show you. You know, I got the dumbbell. I think fairly decent hands. My glove size is XL at work. But you can hold them on the side, hold them on the other side, or keep them centered. And you'll feel different ways of the way you're holding them. It'll put more strain on a different part of the muscle. It's something you'll have to feel. I got my 25s going straight out. Looks like I got someone that joined. So I got my 10. I'll step it up next time. Gonna go log it. Gonna go over here, grab a tissue, blow my nose. I seem to get a runny nose when I'm down in the basement working out. I haven't cracked into my drink yet. Like I said, I usually drink a protein drink and try to eat something. I did have a couple cups of coffee this morning, and I mixed protein in with that. gives me the energy and the recovery. So I like those things. That's one of the things I've been doing for years. To me, I use chocolate, protein in the coffee. It makes it taste like hot chocolate, kind of, with coffee. I love coffee. So here we go. You can tell I'm getting more and more out of breath. Really getting a good sweat going here. I think this live is going to be good for me. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. It's also, if you want to email Jay, my last name, Krajenka, Krajenka, at charter.net is my email. So first initial J for James, my last name, Krajenka, at charter.net. If you have questions, you don't want to post them on Facebook or on YouTube here, let me know. And anything. You want to work out, you're in southeastern Wisconsin, you want to get a workout in, you want me to work on your car, you think you like what I'm doing and anything that I'm doing. If there's anything I can help out with, let me know. Here we go, 30 pounds. Too much talking. Nice and controlled on the way down. Getting burned out, but I still got my 10 with the 30. Do another set with 35s. So, sorry, I had to go get a drink. I'm a carpenter for a living. I also paint cars and stuff on the side. Lots of junk goes up in my nose. I'm a mouth breather. I get dehydrated or dry throat real fast. So that also helps me keep hydrated. It reminds me every time. And now with this talking, that's reminding me also. Try not to do a big chug. You can get upset stomach or something if you get too much fluid in there at once. So little sips as you're working out with the protein. You know, that's going to help you recover. Some guys say before, some guys say after, within a half hour after, or 45 minutes or more before. I like to do it while. To me, it's feeding as we're going. Gonna do some flies. 35 pounds. I recently saw a video with Sam Sulek doing 60s, and been a while since I've done shoulders, and I thought, well, it ain't too bad. And I came down and tried it with 40s, and that was definitely a wake up. Here we go, 35 pounds. Up parallel with the floor. Seven's all I'm getting. Of course, Sam's in a total different category than me. Younger, stronger. He might be enhanced. If he is, that's good for him. I'm not gonna hate on him for it. Everyone's got to do their own thing, right? I just watched a video on Netflix about Arnold. Obviously, he was the big thing, me being 50 years old growing up. Everyone knew that name. Before the Mass Monsters, Ronnie, Jay, all those guys, huge. But the amount of positivity that he puts out in that video, I don't know the guy in real life, and you know I've heard a few things, whatever. But he puts out positivity and he owns what he's done wrong, which to me is pretty cool. No, I've made my share of mistakes. But I also haven't taken as many chances as him either. You know, some of these guys, if you don't take the chance, you can't fail, right? Show me someone that's never failed, and I'll show you someone that's never taken a chance. It's just like this whole YouTube thing. I'm up to 87 subscribed, and I appreciate it. It's been a journey. I don't know what to expect out of it. Hopefully someone out there is getting some decent advice, seeing, hey, this has worked for a guy that's for the most part natural. I am on TRT right now. My numbers are right in the middle of where they should be for my age. So I'm not a juicer. I'm not on anything else other than eating clean. I don't really drink. Special occasions, maybe I'll have one or two. But that was one of my demons when I was younger. I did my share and doing my best to stay clean now. Set an example. 35 pounds. Let's hit it again. Looks like I got 4 people now. Hopefully everyone's doing all right. Hopefully it's not guys from work skipping out, watching me. Well, actually, hopefully it is. Anyways, 35 pounds. Flies. Going to take them up to shoulder level, parallel with the ground. I'm not sure if the popping and cracking is coming through, but that is my shoulders. They don't hurt. I'm going to call that 6. I don't think that last one I got up to parallel. I try to be honest, try to not count, if anything, undercount, just so my logs don't show the wrong thing for what I expect next time. All right. So I'm going to take a minute, recover. Looks like I went from 4 to 2. I don't know. Apparently not entertaining enough. Maybe I should turn the music up or something. We'll see. I'm going to go to front raises. From the side view, what I was doing was just bringing my arm up to parallel with the floor, working the side shoulder. Now I'm going to do front raises, which works the front. One of my weak points in a lot of people's is the rear. That's a tough one to build. I'll try doing that laying down on the incline bench and doing a reverse fly this way, and that should really separate and stimulate that. All right, I'm going to write my log. So with these, I'm going to start with 25 pounds. Going to going forward, same thing, going up to parallel. I don't think you really need to go high. If you twist, depending on how you hold your arm, if you twist, I feel it more up front. If I keep it flat or more, it's more on the side. I'm going for more of a front build. So I'm going to keep my fists, try to keep them at like a 45-degree angle when I'm bringing the bars up, if that makes sense. Not flat. Ooh, Cliff Burton. Anyways, that was random. Here we go, 25 pounds. Keeping my arms on a 45 and raising them up. You gotta brace yourself because you're gonna be throwing your center mass off of balance. So I feel like I'm rocking back as I'm doing this. Once again, I feel that in my lower back also. Since I was talking, I lost count. I tracked this. So I don't get a lot of comments. Sometimes just a hello, and that's fine. I get people are busy. I'm trying to make content to help people, to show people what I do. I've done it healthy for over 30 years of working out. With my car stuff, trying to show, I I watch Ed Hub's videos on YouTube. He taught me a lot when I had a shoulder surgery, had my shoulder sculpt because it was really cracking and popping. I had some time off work, and that's where I started really trying to learn how to airbrush. And I'm trying to pass it along too. I don't do it for a living. I don't do it professionally. I've done a couple jobs where I got paid. It's one of the things. Self-doubt. It's I get decent feedback on what I do, but I worry that it's going to fail down the road, or if I do art to my liking, it might not be to yours. Art is so, I don't know. I'm trying to catch my breath and think of the word. It's based on each person what they like, and I don't know. It's one of them self-doubt things that in my head. You're not going to be great if you have self-doubt, right? How do you beat that? What's the way? Just work through it and put it out there, and that's what I'm trying to do. So any more positive reinforcement, if you see something you'd like to see, I think what I'm going to do on that car door video that I did is going to try to make it look rusty, which is kind of funny because it's fiberglass. But I think I did it. I had it painted in fire. I didn't like it. So I took it down, and now I'm going to redo it. So any suggestions are welcome. Enough talk. 25 pounds. I'll do it towards the camera this time. Try to keep see on the 45-degree angle-ish. Looks like I'm going way over my head, but that's just the camera angle. That was 10, 25 pounds. I'm going to log that one in. So what do you do? I see there's one other person in here right now. Been going for 33 minutes, doing a lot of talking. Do you have a channel that I'm not following? That if you follow me, I'm definitely going to follow you back. I think we need to support each other. If you have social media that you want me to follow, I'll do that too. I'm on Facebook. I think Instagram and Twitter. I don't really use those too much. But Facebook I do. But it's one of the things that I'm here to support and help where I can. If you got something that you need. It's feeling pretty good. Getting a pretty good workout here. Another 25 pounds. We'll go kind of on a side angle. There's 10. I usually do a warm up and then 3 working sets. Once I've warmed up on the muscles, I skip the warm up. I'm counting that first one that I didn't count. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go over here, drop my bench down. And I'll get ready to set up for shoulder presses, military presses straight over the head. Those are another, I'll do my traps plus probably 4 exercises for my shoulders. Shoulders are relatively a smaller muscle group. And I think because you use your arms for everything, they work a lot, so they can take a lot. To me, that's kind of like legs. It's one of them things that training legs, I used to do it 3 times a week. Back before my back problems and my ACL was removed. And I had pretty good legs. I don't think I overtrained. As long as you eat, stay hydrated, it's kind of hard to overtrain unless you're doing hours and hours in the gym. in my opinion. You know, there's certain people that, you know, they can only work out for a half hour or so, and that's fine too. You do what you can, what level you're at. The more you put in, the more you're going to get out. It's like anything else. Let's hit 25s. You can see the sweat really starting to come out through my shirt. I'll come towards the camera again. There's 10. I noticed a little bit in the first few that I was keeping it pretty straight. Tried to change it up. Also, I got the dehumidifier that kicked in and the music that stopped, which to me is fine. So my next exercise is going to be the shoulder press. And then I'm going to start with 40s. I probably should have done the rear delt flies where you lay down on a bench and do that first. That's one of my most lagging body parts. And if you do your lagging parts last, a lot of times you're tired, you're anxious. Oh, I got to get to a meeting. I got to get to work. I got the kids. I got whatever. Luckily for me, I got my wife who takes care of a lot of the stuff for me that she makes the supper and takes care of me that way. So I don't have that as much. One of them things, having a great support team. I got great people at work, great people at home, great people in my social and family circle that are still left. You know, I got to thank them. They've without them, I wouldn't be able to do this. Wouldn't be where I'm at today. Be able to afford to take the day off. Drink my protein drink. I don't know if you've seen my other videos. If you made it this far, we're 38 minutes, and a lot of people don't make it past 40 seconds in my videos according to my analytics, so I can ramble like an idiot all I want, I guess. If you've seen my other videos, you'll see that I don't eat whey. I can't have dairy. For some reason, I can have mozzarella cheese, which allows me to have pizza, which I love. Dairy gives me migraines. For a long time, I had migraines. We tracked it down, finally got a doctor to look into it. And part of it is called leaky gut syndrome. That it's one of them things that somehow how it digests, it affects me, gives me migraines. I've also had a few other treatments. I've been through so many different pills and stuff that I can't even count them all. Can't remember them all right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hope that this comes into view. Keep it centered. Move back a little bit further so you'll be able to see. So I don't hit that bar. All right, grab my 40-pound weights. Right down on my log. Maybe I'll sit way the heck back here so I don't hit that bar, and it's not a concern. Feel like the old Sesame Street, near and far. So here we go, 40 pounds, bounce them up. Might be a bit ambitious. This late in the workout, if I was starting off with those, I would have got my 10. Now I got 7. It's close to my 8 that I'm going for. I'm going to stick with those for the next set. I'm going to log it. So for the most part, get some food in my mouth. Probably a no-no for being live, but For the most part, I train in the 7 to 10 range, or 8 to 10 range. It's one of the things that I've pretty much always done. I've heard that's for size, and I kind of want to get big. It's crippled me in my strength. There's a lot of, excuse me, a lot of guys that are a lot stronger, but they look smaller, and a lot of guys that look bigger and are bigger, and it's just the way it is. It's the way I've trained. It's hard to break a cycle if you get in the groove of doing that, and you don't change every couple months. You're probably not going to grow. Your body will get used to doing the same things. Change the way you do the exercise, your grips, the order you do your exercises, even that can change too. Doing shoulder presses last, like I said, usually I'll start with a shoulder press early on because that seems when I'm the strongest, and to me, you know, it's most impressive to myself when I'm strongest. You get a drink here. Gonna go with the 40s again. Nothing else that's gonna force me to go, right? Here we go. Other than that went pretty well. I got my 8 to 10 range. I don't touch at the top. A lot of guys you'll see touch. To me, that causes a bounce if you're not well controlled. You get one that bounces off, one more, you got a torn shoulder, you're done. So I do my best to not touch at the top. When I do dumbbells, I'll bring them up really slow, and then maybe they'll touch when I'm doing dumbbell presses. But to me, it's almost too easy to have them touch, bounce off, lose control, you get hurt, and then you're out of the game for a while. You lose all those gains. So who's still with me? Here we are, almost 44 minutes into it. My second live ever. Looks like I got one other person in here. I'm guessing it's your local Royal fan. And he might just have me on in the background, which is cool. I mean, I appreciate any support I can get. What's your plans for the weekend? There's a thing here in Wisconsin on Sunday. It's going to be Motor Mania at the Washington County Fairgrounds in southeastern Wisconsin. They have racing. $15, all you can race, 330-foot drags. They got a show and shine. They're going to have vendors. He usually puts on races during the week, and that's a good time. I've done it a few times. And he has one big show where he has monster trucks, he has bands in the summer. And I think those dates have changed. He's got burnout pits, burnout competition. They got a whole big area. Cars they go till they blow the tires. It's some wild stuff that goes on there. If you're into that, check it out. I believe he's going to have the Evel Knievel collection up there, which is definitely worth checking out if you're into Evel Knievel at all. Here we go, 40 pounds. Bounce them up. Seven and a half. That's a bummer. So for my log, I'll call that one 7. Obviously. That's my third exercise. My shoulders are. And I'm feeling pretty burned out. So I'm gonna put my I'm gonna blow my nose. Like I said, for some reason my nose runs. And then set my bench up. I don't know where I'm gonna have to be for this. So this one, you lay down, and it's just the same fly, but you're working your back, your shoulder here. But you'll feel it. You'll feel it right there. Gets you a great workout. You can do it fully laying flat. You can do it on an incline. You can do it on a decline. It's really tough. I don't really recommend it. I don't see much benefit to it other than my fact of where I tell people, change up your workouts. Oh, I got another comment here. Dixie Cuddles, hey, how you doing? I'm sorry about your live stream yesterday. It kept freezing up on me, and then your audio would cut out. So I do plan on watching it after I get cleaned up and eat something probably during breakfast today. I realize that it's 10 o'clock here right now. I'm doing well, getting my sweat in. I am going to try. Earlier on in the workout, I was. You can hear I'm out of breath. So I'm going to be trying some of your cardio workouts that you post and see what I can do if I can keep up. Get in better shape. Rear delts, I'm going to start with 15 pounds. Like I said, this is near the end of my workout, so I'm going to do what I can. I appreciate you stopping in and saying hello. These are pretty light. Probably should go up a little heavier. I'll just do 4 sets. I see you type something, but I just can't read it right now. My trifocals are getting a little foggy. I'm gonna go log that real quick. Let's see. Oh, 2 live streams. 2 for 1. It's like a sale. Sorry I didn't catch the second one. I didn't get the note. Well, I go to bed pretty early too. So, what time is it there, Dixie? I don't even know where you're at. I don't expect you to give it away or anything, but just time zone, I guess. That's my other question since you're here. I keep a log of all my exercises and what I do. Do you do that with your cardio? Do you write down today you did the man, I forgot you did the I'm sorry I'm out of breath. The ninja stuff. Okay, Central Illinois, not too far away then. I'm sure you're a Packers fan. I don't really follow football too much, but everyone's a Packers fan, right? It's a joke, kidding. Like I said, I don't actually follow football too much. My wife follows a lot more than I do, so just one of them things that is fairly universal. But anyways, do you log? Do you keep a log of everything you do for your cardio work so you don't overtrain a certain thing? Here we go. I'm going to do my flies, going up to 20 pounds. I don't want to go up too heavy. I don't do these reverse flies too often, and I'm going to ease my way into it. I'd rather do more sets than more hurt to myself. and down. And once again, it's, if you notice, I'm trying to go parallel. I know the camera angle's a little bit goofy. There's my 10. I'm gonna go put in my log. Let's see. No, I just kind of do it so long that I do what my body needs. So I start one. My body says not today. Yeah, definitely been there. Anyone that's been doing it for a while, it's you get a few days of not today. Your body tells you, you get started, you plan this great workout, you have all the energy, and then you just feel sore in the arm, or you just you know, something that tells you not today, and you got to listen. Do you guys do competitions at all? Are you have you ever done any of the NPC, or I don't know if you were ever a pro? I haven't really looked in too much. I've watched through a bunch of your videos, but just curious. Trying to find out, you know, who my audience is, what they like, what they want to see. So if you have any suggestions, I'm really looking forward to them. I don't get a whole lot of feedback. Every once in a while I'll get a thumbs up or something, but here we go. 20 pounds. I'm going to log it in. And then I'll get the last set in, and then I'll pretty much be done for the day. Like I said, any criticism, any feedback, more than welcome. It's good to see some support. It's always appreciated. Here I am. I'll be at almost an hour workout. I think I've been doing a little bit more talking than I usually do in my workouts, and I'm not sure how I like the live. It's kind of keeping me moving a little bit, but I notice I am talking in between sets a lot more, trying to keep it entertaining. But maybe I should do a split with Dixie or Corey's Comedy Channel or someone, and you know, you guys can pick on me while I'm working out, or we can bounce ideas off each other for workouts. Something along those lines. I'm open to it. Here we go. I'm gonna grab the 20s. Well, there you have it. Shoulders, traps. Pretty basic workout. Didn't do anything groundbreaking or anything, but hopefully you liked it. If you did, please let me know. If there's something I can do better, let me know that too. If you got a channel that you want me to follow, please do that also. I'm more than willing to help out. Try to spread the word. Anyways, thank you. Have a great day. I don't know how to end this thing, so let's see how it goes.